Hello everyone, it's Laffy Traffy. So, last chapter, chapter 1039, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't read it yet, Big Mom has, gone down? Maybe, most likely, maybe not, maybe she gets back up, maybe not, is she dead? Not really sure, not 100% sure, but either way, this marks a big moment in Big Mom's career as a Yonko, because if she was defeated, she's not going to be an emperor anymore, and if she's not defeated, this is going to kind of drag out the fights, the plot, and I feel like news is going to get out that she was defeated by Kid-in-Law anyway, even if she gets back up. So, regardless, we have to talk about what is going to be the future of the Big Mom Pirates going forward. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe and like the video and comment below what your thoughts are. What are your predictions for next chapter regarding Big Mom, and what are your thoughts on what the future of the Big Mom Pirates will be? Let me know below and we can talk about it more. But right now we're going to go into some of my theories that I've been spitballing lately. So first of all, is Big Mom defeated? That's a big question here, because a lot of people say she is, a lot of people say she isn't. So if she is not, I think, like I said, that it's really just going to drag out the fight. I mean, she's going to continue fighting Kid-in-Law. There's the option that she defeats Kid-in-Law, but then what happens? She goes up to the rooftop, and then maybe it'll be kind of dramatic where she gets up there just in time to see Kaido defeated. But then Luffy will be there. Is Luffy also passed out? Is she gonna defeat Luffy? I think not. Is Luffy gonna defeat her after fighting Kaido? I also think not. So I really just don't see a well-written end for her if she isn't defeated right now. We also have the option that she could go into a hunger pang. We were reminded again about Big Mom's tragic backstory when she let out Mother Misery, Mother Caramel, obviously. So maybe we'll get a call back to that, and that was a little bit of a foreshadowing moment to when she's going to go hunger pangs, but that's really still dragging out the fight, and Kid-in-Law are just gonna have to keep her from destroying the entire castle. Now, if she's defeated, we get to move the plot forward and move on to Luffy and Kaido and move on from Big Mom. I think the most likely scenario is either unconscious or unwillingly, Big Mom will be taken away from the battle by her children showing up, perhaps? Or some other third party that would save her. I mean, realistically, she's not dead because it's One Piece. So deciding that she's not going to die here, either way, she's going to be taken out of this fight now. She's been defeated, word will get out, but what's her next step? Because a lot of people have been saying that they are excited to see her in Elbaf, but I don't know if that's going to be the best choice for her character. We also have the option that she returns to Totland, but if she returns to Totland, what would she do there? I don't see her being a big impact on the plot if she does go back to Totland, but she could be talked into some sort of alliance by Katakuri to ally herself with Luffy in some way. The connecting piece here is Blackbeard. I have a strong theory that Blackbeard might be going to Totland or might have already gone to Totland at this point and has caused havoc, especially to Katakuri, because he would be the one protecting the island. So if Big Mom goes back to Totland, defeated, carried away by her children, and she comes to a tragedy of perhaps Katakuri being unalived by Blackbeard, that would definitely push Big Mom to go after Blackbeard and kind of turn her sights from Luffy over to Blackbeard. And if her main target now is Blackbeard, she might be able to set aside her revenge plot against Luffy to go after Blackbeard. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so maybe that will be the connecting piece to how Big Mom is actually an ally going forward in the story. But if Big Mom doesn't continue to Totland, then the other option is that she follows the Straw Hats to Elbaf. And this is a very common theory because of Big Mom's history with the Giants. But my thing is that we've already had two major arcs now with Big Mom being a plot, and Big Mom, big plot. There's no way for Big Mom to be a side character in an arc, so she would again play a major role in Elbaf, and if Elbaf is going to be centered upon Shanks, personally speaking, I don't want anything to take away from that. If she does go to Elbaf, there is the chance that she quickly resolves her past and she faces off against the giants and Loki, and either A, comes to terms with her past and acknowledges the differences and agrees to get along with the giants, or B, becomes angry as hell, starts a rampage, and just becomes another antagonist that the Straw Hats need to defeat again. And unless Big Mom is just going to become Big Meme for real, I don't see her being dragged on to another arc only to be defeated again and again. But if that's how it goes, that's how it goes. I just hope that if she isn't Elbaf, her plot gets wrapped up quickly so we can get to Shanks. Now, aside from Big Mom herself going places, there's a lot of talk about the future of the Big Mom Pirates, specifically who's going to be the new leader if Big Mom is dethroned. I don't know what she'd be doing in the meantime, if she willingly gives up her title of leader, of captain. I mean, she wouldn't willingly give up her title of emperor, that would be crazy. She's going to be forced to do that. But we have two options for a new leader for the Big Mom Pirates. We have Katakuri, and we have Perospero. For Katakuri, it has been foreshadowed that Katakuri would be the unanimously decided new leader. Almost unanimously, besides Perospero wouldn't like that. But when the Big Mom Pirates who came to Wano questioned whether or not Big Mom was even alive, Perospero mentioned that he would want to be the new captain, and Smoothie or whoever it was immediately said, no, Katakuri would be the new leader, not you, and he was pretty upset by that. So already it's been foreshadowed that a lot of the children think that Katakuri would be the next leader, and he is the strongest sibling and almost the eldest, so it would make a lot of sense for Katakuri to become the new captain. And if Katakuri becomes the new captain, then the Big Mom Pirates could very well become allies of the Straw Hats. I don't know if they would go so far as to join the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, but for my Blackbeard theory, if Blackbeard did show up on Totland and Katakuri was able to drive him off and Blackbeard failed, Blackbeard would still become a target of the new Big Mom Pirates, and once again we go to the scenario where the Big Mom Pirates, led by Katakuri, would become allies in eventually going after Blackbeard in some way. They'll help take him down, and that would be a really good end for the Big Mom Pirates. Then we have Perospero. And I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos when it comes to Perospero, but he's not one of my favorite characters. But there could be a scenario where he becomes the leader, the new captain of the Big Mom Pirates. He is the eldest son, and similar to how Katakuri was foreshadowed to be the new captain, that same moment foreshadowed Perospero clearly wanting to be captain and willing to take the title. I don't know if the other children would be okay with that. I really don't see Katakuri taking orders from Perospero. That gives me very Lucci versus Spondum vibes. It would be entertaining, but I don't know if that would be the route that we go. Alternatively, there is a third option where both happen. The Big Mom Pirates might split into the good and the bad. Katakuri might stand up and say, I'm gonna be the new captain of the Big Mom Pirates, but Luffy ain't that bad. He's actually really cool, and I think he might be the man to change the world, very similar to how Mama wanted, but couldn't. And maybe he would have a lot of followers in that sense. His triplet brothers, Oven and Daifuku, might be able to be persuaded to go onto the good side. I mean, we already have Pudding, Lola, and Chiffon, of course, although they're not on Totland. There's a good bit of people who would respect Katakuri enough to follow him and become an ally of the Straw Hats. But maybe this is where Perospero dissents and kind of causes a mutiny of a sort, where he can't possibly see them bowing down to the Straw Hats, and after all they've been through, kind of creates an uprising that would definitely include Brûlé. I definitely meant to say Flampe here. I meant to mention Brûlé with all of the good pirates who would follow Katakuri, not the bad ones. Flampe is the bad one. Brûlé, good. Flampe, bad. But, you know, maybe Oven and Daifuku, they could go either way. They could be on the good side and persuaded by Katakuri, their eldest brother, or they could say, no, the Straw Hats have caused way too much damage to the Big Mom Pirates for us to ever ally ourselves with them. And they might join Perospero and go against Katakuri, and maybe Katakuri and his group go off to try and help the Straw Hats, while Perospero and his group stay on Totland and probably stay out of the fight because he's a coward and he wouldn't do anything useful, and that would be their plot. Maybe Big Mom would be there as well, just kind of staying pliant. I don't really see Big Mom doing that, but that's why I'm opening up the floor to you all as well. How do you really see Big Mom taking her defeat? Because once her defeat of, the Whole Cake Island arc got out, she was furious and went after Luffy. So what's stopping her from doing that again? Will it be Katakuri persuading her to begin an ally? Will Blackbeard show up and kind of distract her from Luffy being the main target? Or will it be another option? We don't know, because Big Mom is truly a wild card and she's crazy. The bottom line is whether or not she gets back up. Like I said, Big Mom has suffered a big, major defeat here, and whether she gets back up or not, word will get out that Kid and Law have defeated her, and I think that they will be crowned the new emperors, taking the title, her reign of empressness, away from her. Finally. And whether she likes it or not, that's how the world is going to view it, because Big News Morgans is gonna see it that way, and I don't know if Absalom is... oh, wait. Yeah, he's dead. I don't know what other informants Big News has, but he has a lot, I'm sure. I'm sure someone in Wano is taking pictures and writing the newspaper as we speak, letting the world know that Big Mom has been defeated. So, let me know what you think her next steps will be, how this fight will be concluded, and whether you think next chapter she'll be getting back up and continuing the fight, defeating Kid and Law, or will her children take an unconscious Big Mom away back to Totland? Let me know below, and again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, it helps out a lot, and like the video if you liked it. But either way, until our next video, have a great day, follow your dreams, and check me next time. Bye!